people? Welcome to the session. I hope all of you guys are doing good, having a fantabulous day again. Welcome. Sasriya Kal. Sunday, happy Sunday, first of all, because I know that it's a Sunday and you guys are still sitting in front of the you're still sitting in front of the computer and watching the session. Good lives, right? Good life, enjoying your life, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to talk about something very interesting today. I'm going to talk about few things that can actually help you remember things better, to help you study better, and more importantly, to help you score better. Because, see, people, everyone studies, everyone works hard, but working hard alone is never enough. Working hard is just a part of it. Working smart and working in the right direction, that is also very important. So I'm going to talk about 5 scientifically proven. In fact, I myself have done this when I was doing my 10th standard, 12th standard, even in my engineering, to help you understand, study, remember, retain, and more importantly, chak de fatte the exam better. Alright, so I'm going to talk about a few things today. Alright, so very welcome once again. My name is Anoop and this is Vedantu's 9th and 10th English channel. Before you leave, do not forget to subscribe to the channel because it's an amazing channel. Why not, right? We're putting out so much content. Subscribe. Alright, so without wasting much more time, guys, I'm going to start with the 5 tips to help you save your own time so that you have the rest of the day off to think about it, to analyze it, to start applying it in your day-to-day activities. So the first thing that I would like to say is, guys, study at your own pace. See, not every one of us are great listeners. Not every one of us can retain information like the other person, but every one of us is unique in our own way. Some people understand things a little differently. Some people understand things in the traditional manner. Some people might understand in a different manner. For example, if you're into music, you might try it out a couple of times to learn the concepts in the form of a song. You might remember it better if you tend to remember lyrics a little better than your definitions. Let's say Ohm's law, make it a song. Om kya kar rahe Om. Okay, let me just not do it and spoil the name of music. But yes, you can do it. Now, you have to understand that all of us are different in our own manner. Like, I'll just tell you this, people. I keep saying this every day. Every year I see this. If I take my right hand, or if you look at your own right hand, each and every finger has your fingertips, right? The fingertips, you have these little grooves and whatnot, the fingerprints. Now, is the fingerprint of your thumb the same as your little finger? Is the fingerprint of your little finger same as your index finger? No. If your own hand, your own right hand is not the same in each and every finger, why would someone else's technique work for you? You need to study at your own pace. There is no need for you to be in a competition, to be the first, to be in a rush. There is no right, there is no wrong. It is you and your book. Whatever happens between them stays between them. That's all. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter whether you're going fast, whether you're going slow, because at the end of the day, what matters is what you write in your exam paper and not at what pace you're studying. So one of the best advice that I would give you is to find your own pace and stick to that. You don't have to match up with your friends. Just because your friend has completed a chapter does not mean you have to rush through it and complete it. Like, there's no need for that. You guys weren't born together, right? It's not like Rab ne bana di jodi. There's no need for you to do that. Just go at your own pace. Aram se do it. But always make sure that you give your 100%. There shouldn't be any compromise, guys. There shouldn't be any compromise when it comes to that. 100% every single time. Even if you study for 30 minutes, 100% for that 30 minutes. That matters a lot. The second tip that I would like to give you is to create your own perfect study space. Now, when you have when you have a small part of your house which is specially meant for you to study, and you design it the way that you want, you would only want to study more. You would be eagerly waiting to at least sit over there. Even if you don't read your textbook, you would be waiting for the time to go and sit and organize everything. I still remember when I was a kid, when I was in 10th standard, I used to organize my table like crazy. And I know I'm like that right now. Please don't judge me. I've got like things scattered all over the place, but back then I was very much into it, because when you have a clean, see, your room is basically a picture of what your brain is, what your mind is. If your mind is full of clutter, full of thoughts, full of random decisions that you are not really sure what to do about, then you would obviously end up making your room also exactly the same way. So what your room or what your place portrays is how your brain is. There are studies, I'm not saying that it's 100% true and all, I'm not saying that, but yes, there are studies that actually prove that, because when your mind is, when you have a clean place, you feel like doing stuff, you feel like getting up, you feel like doing something about it, you feel like sitting in that place. But when your place is all cluttered up, you won't even feel like sitting there. Would you like to visit a room of your friend which is always dirty, where clothes and all are thrown everywhere? Obviously not, right? But on the other hand, you would obviously like to visit a friend who's clean, who has things organized, because that's how it is. So keep your study space clean, and more importantly, create your own stuff, because every one of you guys have your own set of imaginations. Let it fly, guys. Let it fly. I know you might think that, sir, no, sir, I don't really imagine much. I imagine about other stuff, but not about this. Then please chill, because every one of you guys would have thought about it at least once in your life. All you have to do is make it into reality. You might have to buy a couple of stuff. You don't have to do that. Whatever you've got, make best out of it. Make the best out of whatever you got. I'm not asking you to go to the stationery shop and buy the entire stationery shop. No, don't do that. Whatever you've got, keep it in an organized manner. Keep it in the place that you want it, not where your brother or your mother wants it. Do the way you want it. That's something that's going to help you create that selfness, and that's going to give you that motivation that you need to kickstart whenever you're feeling low. So that's my second tip to you guys. I know it sounds like, sir, this is not going to work, but trust me, it works. It has worked for me a billion times. I'm pretty sure it's going to work for you as well. The third tip for the day, people, is to summarize everything that you study. Here's what I used to do, people. So when I was in my 10th standard, what I used to do is, let's say that I study for the whole week. So what I generally do is, for example, let's say I'm studying physics. I used to make my own notes. I used to do that every time. So for example, if I study a paragraph, I used to write my own notes. And then what I used to do is that I used to at the end of the week, what I used to do is that I used to go through the whole concepts, whatever I've written on my notes. I used to go through the whole thing once again, and then try to summarize it. Try to take some sticky notes, or make some smart, whatever I feel is very important, put it on my sticky note and stick it on my wall, or stick it on my table, stick it anywhere, stick it on my forehead, stick it on my brother's forehead, wherever it is, wherever I get a space, I'm going to stick that, that post-it. So anyways, it's important to summarize, guys, because the more your brain needs that constant reminder, because at times our brains are not really capable of retaining information for a really long time. I know, our brain is fabulous, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to studies, we have this selective mutism kind of thing where you decide to not to remember it. So in order to keep your memory fresh, it's always good to summarize it. It was always good to look at those sticky notes and just go through it once. That's going to give you a clearer picture of what exactly is required or what is needed, and that's going to help you retain that information for a really, really, really long time. So that's my third tip to you guys. Summarize every important detail that you have. No matter what subject it is, start summarizing, use a marker, whatever it is, but I would say write it in your own words, because that again gives you a way to articulate what thoughts you have, the way that what you've understood, you're able to articulate when you write in your own words. So kindly do that. Tip number 4, people, is to be the teacher. Yes, be the master teacher to your friends, my friends. So what you have to do is, people, when your friend is like, sir, I don't really understand the concept, pull his collar, make him sit next to you. In fact, if you want, you can, you can put tie him to the stone or whatever, and make him learn. Get it? Make him learn. Force him to learn. Now, I'm not saying that. Don't do that. What I'm trying to say is this, people, is to, when you've understood a concept, it's always good to explain it to your friend. Because when you explain it to your friend, you would also revise the concept in your mind. Secondly, when he asks a doubt, you would actually get a deeper understanding of the concept. I'm pretty sure every one of you guys have experienced this at least once in your life, where when you teach your friend, you tend to do better, and on top of that, you're helping him as well, but at the same time you're also giving that much needed refresher, the much needed memory power that you need in order to go through the concepts one more time, so that you can explain it to your friend in the right manner. So being a teacher makes a lot of difference. I remember, in 10th standard, I used to, whenever I used to get a chance, I used to teach. Like whenever my friends used to say, I don't understand this concept, I used to, go to their place and I used to explain that concept. I used to do a lot of group studies and all, and I used to be always this person who used to go and sit and explain stuff to friends, because they used to tell me that, when I explain it, they tend to understand it better. Yeah, so choices we make. But anyways, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But yes, make sure that you do that, because it's a good technique to help you remember better. And on top of that, it also helps you to help your friends do better in their examinations as well. One stone, two birds. That's what. The last tip for today is, guys, use a pen and paper, because nothing beats pen and paper. Nothing beats destroying a tree to get some paper. Nothing beats that feeling that you get when you draw random doodles on the paper. I know. We've got iPads, we've got phones, but we don't doodle on iPads or phones. That's for rich kids. We do it on paper, because yes, paper pen is the way to go. And that's, if it's true for doodles, it's true for life, it's true for your schools, it's true for your studies as well. Because when you write something, you tend to retain it better. Your brain tends to understand and remember it for longer than when you read something. It's very, very evident, because when you're writing something, you have that muscle memory going on. Your muscle memory is also your muscle memory is also going along with it. You're looking at it, you're trying to imagine at the same time. Your brain's doing a lot of functions to help you retain that information better, and one way or another, you actually retain it a lot better while you write down something, rather than just reading through it. That's one thing. Recopy your notes, again, a good way to remember whatever you have written on your notes. Write the answers to on your flashcards and stuff. If you have small flashcards or your sticky notes and all that, write those things on that. Again, you tend to remember better. The more you write, doesn't matter where you write. Again, you can write on your brother's forehead or your sister's forehead as well. It doesn't matter, as long as you're writing. I'm happy for you. Third is to make a study sheet. Again, make a proper study sheet, like a mind map of the chapter, the mind map of all the important concepts. That is definitely going to help you towards the end of the exam. And last but not the least, practice writing essay type answers. The 5 markers and all. Start writing that as well. The more you practice, the more better you can articulate yourself, rather than beating around the bushes. You know what is important, what is not. You can save your time, and at the same time get that marks that you deserve, right? So yes, that's it. Like I told you, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and that's exactly what I did. And yes, guys, Vedantu's classes are still up and running. If you guys want to enroll into the courses, the link is given in the description. Again, by far one of the best out there, people. Live learning, where you can get quizzes and at the same time enjoy the session, and at the same time learn concepts like this as well. The link is given in the description of this video. So you have to go to grade 10th. If you're moving from 10th standard to 11th standard, if you want to become an engineer for tomorrow, or if you want to become a doctor, then the link for that is right here. NEET, so JEE or NEET, we've got you covered, guys. We will make sure that you get only the best. With more than 1,400 plus results this year in JEE, we have made it. And for NEET, it's more than about 1,250 students, which is a massive undertaking, a massive number. And you can bet that we will do our very best to get you into the right colleges, to give you the right guidance, to help you be the best version of yourself. For the next 2 years, I'm talking about the next 2 years, 11th and 12th, your JEE preparations, along with your 10th standard revision, all in all, together, all of this with my coupon code, it will be around 53,999 rupees. I know it seems like a lot of money, but it's for the next 2 years, people. And on top of that, you don't have to pay that to 50,000 at once. You can pay about 3,000 per month as well, where you're getting again the best of the best teachers like Arvind Kalia sir, Ankit Gupta sir, Shimon sir, we have Devendra sir, these kind of, again, IIT Roorkee, IIT Delhi, such amazing fabulous teachers is what you're getting for this price. It might seem like a lot, people, but honestly speaking, if you go out there, you would know that this is actually a fraction of the cost that you would be giving to bigger institutes, even if you were to go offline as well. And you're getting everything that you need over here: doubt support, with your quizzes, with assignments, with tests, with live learning, with simulated live, where you can take the quiz even after the session is done. Such amazing features is what you're getting. And if you're still skeptical, you're still doubtful of spending 54,000 rupees, then don't have to, guys. Just go for the 1 month trial program. It's 1,350 rupees for 1 month, not for 15 days, but for 1 month. If you use my coupon code, that is AME Pro, only for this month, you would be getting it for 1 full month and not 15 days, which means you can enjoy the process, understand how it is, and then later decide what you want to do next. Right, guys? So the choice is yours. The ball is in your court. What you make of it is up to you. So that's pretty much it from my side. Thanks a lot for joining today's session. I really hope you enjoyed it. And do not forget to like, share, subscribe, Make sure that you share the video with your friends as well. Make us famous, make us viral. I'll catch you guys later. Until the next time we meet, this is Anoop signing off for the day. Have a fantabulous day ahead. And good luck again for your boards. Do well, give your best. And adios for now. Ciao. Bye-bye. Take care, guys. See you all.